One of the easiest consoles to collect for in 2022 happens to be Microsoft's Xbox 360. Today, we are going to hypothetically build an Xbox 360 collection out of $100. Let's do this thing. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking the Coffee and Cream Milk Stout Milkman by Confluence. It's a milk stout with coffee and cream.
Sounds delish and nutrish. You know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss one of our weekly uploads. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's build an Xbox 360 collection out of $100.
Hey everybody, Kevin over here, and I want you to sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Hands down, the Xbox 360 1 is amazing.
Yes.
2, super easy to collect for, and a lot of the games are backwards compatible on the newer Xboxes.
Which makes it even better.
Yeah, so let's build a collection out of $100 for the Xbox 360, and has one of the best controllers for that console.
Dude, this has to be one of the best and easiest consoles to collect for. We got 14 games for
Yes.
just under $100. That's insane.
And bangers,
Yeah.
like banging games. Now this is all assuming you have the console, and if we were to start on the 360, we had the console, somebody dug it out of their attic, out of their ashtray, wherever the hell it was, and we're going
was
to,
in their ashtray.
These are the games we would pick if we only had $100 to start a collection. I also love the fact that a lot of these games, in my opinion, are better than anything in current gen that people pay $60 a pop for, and we're going to get them for pennies on the dollar.
Yes.
So let's kick this thing off.
Let's start off with a 360 staple, Gears of War 2. CIB, this game is $4.97. Are you kidding me? For Gears of War 2, an amazing couch co-op experience. This game's badass,
This was the swan song era, I feel like, for traditional couch co-op. There still are games out there, but it was more on the reg that you can still do it. And hot take, I think Gears of War 2 is the best in the series. Love the series.
It's incredible.
Love this game. Cannot believe it's $4.97, but so many of them sold, and there's so many ways, you know, like you can download it and all those things. Game Pass, whatever.
So we got our prices
Awesome
from
game.
pricecharting.com, so that's where it's from. I know it fluctuates, but it gives you a close enough idea.
Yeah.
Less than $5 though for Gears of War 2. That's insane. Now moving on to another couch co-op game that involves zombies. First-person shooter, Left 4 Dead, the original. Oh, dude, these games are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fun, stupid, great freaking co-op games. I wish it was 4-player split screen. Though.
Yeah.
It's only 2-player split screen.
They didn't even change that in the second one, which the second one's probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think
but this one's way cheaper.
Way
It's only
cheaper, yeah.
$7.99.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And I don't know if it's a Valve thing or what, but this era for them was just amazing. And the next game is one of your, if not your favorite video game ever made.
Yeah.
By Valve.
By Valve. Portal 2. This game comes in at $6.60. That is insane for one of the best games ever made, and it offers couch co-op, and it's a different story. You got 2 games in one, basically.
This game's
it's unreal.
Yeah, the value you get there, you can play it, and this is one of those games that the puzzle aspect of it. You know, some games people beat and they never want to go back to. You take a year or so away from Portal and go back, you're not going to remember how you put all those puzzles together.
No,
so the replay value is very
sometimes
high.
you're like just in scramble mode, shooting at things, and you go, "Oh, I accidentally got it." Like, you don't even know how you solved it.
Yeah.
This game is incredible. I've been playing through the single-player campaign at home, and it's, oh, dude, it's so freaking good. Now moving on to another staple of the 360, Halo freaking 3. Dude, we're starting the list off with bang.
Yeah.
Halo 3, this game comes on at $6.24. That's insane.
4-player split screen. One of the best LAN party games ever made.
That's why we put it on our list.
I know there's probably not a lot of people that are firing up LAN parties. We haven't done one in a while. Need to get on that. But we were doing them on the reg there for a while. And Halo 3 is a staple for
Dude,
those
it's
events.
so good. Even though I suck at the game, it's still such a blast, and it still like plays great in 2022.
Yeah.
Like, it's phenomenal. Now moving on to a stupid game that probably won't be on most people's lists if they did this, but it's on our list and we love it. And that's Rockstar's table tennis.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
They thought you were going to say Grand Theft Auto.
No,
Something.
Rockstar made a table tennis game, and it is incredible. This game is awesome. Comes in at $5.44. I'm shocked that it's even that high.
It's fun though. It is so
fun, dude. It's just so simple. Versus, we love our stupid sports games, and this is one of them. It is.
Well, because you get so competitive, and if you got somebody to play with, it's just so much more fun than playing by yourself.
Another one of our favorite games of all time, Burnout freaking Revenge. This might be our most expensive game, or really close to that. on the list, $11.96 CIB. This game is arguably one of the best in the series. It's either this or Burnout 3.
Yeah.
This freaking game is incredible. And it's backwards compatible.
Yeah. Yeah, and the sound, which is you would think it might not be because of the licensed music and the soundtrack, blah, blah, blah. Amazing game. Burnout was not in my life until we became friends. I don't know why I didn't play them, but it's one of my favorites.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
We love the Burnout series.
Doesn't get much better.
Now moving on to a unique one, but I think it scratches the itch of this genre, if you wanted to scratch the itch of this genre for pretty cheap, and that's Splinter Cell Blacklist. $7.74.
Yeah, and it's on a lot of different consoles. It's even on the Wii U. If you're a Splinter Cell fan, you like that stealth action. Splinter Cell was kind of a, wanting to do kind of what Metal Gear was doing. Way different storytelling, but it's a lot of fun, and I think Blacklist is one of the best in the series. I think after Blacklist, it kind of went downhill a little bit. But Blacklist is really, really good. I like all of them up to this point. But for that price...
Yeah, that's incredible. If you want to get like
your
stealth espionage game for freaking less than $8.
Yeah.
That's a way to do it.
Sam Fisher.
Now moving on to a horror game, survival horror game, that is, storytelling is amazing. You don't know what's going on, and that's awesome in these style of games. And that's Alan Wake. This game is phenomenal. $7.72 for Alan Wake. Oh, I recommend this game to everyone.
And I think they remade this or remastered it recently, and I think it runs like ass on the Switch, which doesn't surprise me because it's a pretty powerful game. But why do you need it on that stuff? It's amazing on the 360.
It still looks great on the 360.
It
It still plays great. Such a freaking good game, dude.
Yeah,
so
it is. There's horror, but there's a psychological thriller aspect to it too, just because you don't really know what is happening, and it's very confusing. But it's really fun, and it's a great like Halloween time game, or when it's cold outside. Yeah.
This next game is a two for Sutherland. So technically, there's 15 games on this list. This is a dual pack, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance combo pack with Forza 2. So that's 2 games in one for $5. This game,
A lot of value here.
yeah, a lot of if you like straightforward racers, you got your Forza. It's a great game, and then the Ultimate Alliance games are phenomenal. This is the first one in the series. I think my favorite is the new one, 3. But going back to these old ones is fun still, especially if you're into that superhero beat 'em up style games.
Couch co-op, easy pick up and play. The Ultimate Alliance games are complex enough that I think adults can really get in and have a good time, or a kid can jump in and just have fun and mash around on some buttons.
Great unifier game, and a dual pack for $5. That had to make the list, dude.
Yeah, there's a couple dual packs from this era that are pretty cheap that could have made the list, but this is the one we went with.
Yeah, this is the one we went with.
Another Rockstar game here, but we didn't go with Grand Theft Auto. Kind of got Grand Theft Auto and other things. We went with Bully. And I believe the one we have is the Scholarship Edition, but very much done in the vein of Grand Theft Auto, but it's in a school setting, and it's a bizarre game, and it's really fun.
This game is really good, too.
Not a lot of people talk about
No,
Bully.
nobody talks about Bully. This game, I remember when it came out, I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, it was really cool. This game comes in at $12.99. Might be the most expensive game on our list, but it's freaking great.
Yeah.
So, and even $13 for Bully, that's not bad at all.
No.
That's really freaking cheap.
Another couch co-op game. It's a lot of fun. We haven't spent as much time with it as we should have. We played it a long time ago, but like what I mean is the series. We haven't dove into the sequels and so on and so forth. But Army of Two.
Oh, yes. Couch co-op at its finest.
Yes.
It even has 2 in the name.
Yeah.
Army of 2
Yeah,
people.
see? You get it?
Yeah, I get it, dude. This game is so sweet, especially if you love co-op. Oh, it's phenomenal.
There's one that I picked up recently on PS3, like Army of Two Devils something.
Devil's Reject.
I don't know, but it's one that I think has the co-op as well, but we just haven't got it.
Yeah, so we just went with the original.
Yeah.
This game comes in at $5.63, so pretty freaking good. Now moving on to a staple in this game, when this game came out, was revolutionary. The second one is phenomenal, but we went with the first one, Red Dead Redemption. You like being a cowboy, baby? This
Okay,
game,
Kid Rod.
Yeah, this game has so much replayability, and also like it takes so long to beat the game. You can play this game for hours. You know, all just roaming around.
Yeah.
And just shooting things.
I think it's Rockstar's third entry on our list.
Yeah, Rockstar.
Yeah.
Rockstar and Valve, I feel like
Yep.
360, they were dominant. This game is phenomenal, and then obviously they made like the zombie one, and then the second one. But
Yeah.
The first
was
one's
Undead Nightmare or whatever.
The first one's still freaking great and revolutionary for the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only $7 for that. Now moving on to, is it an RPG? I feel like it's kind of an RPG-esque. Skyrim.
It's action RPG. I mean, it's
Yeah.
in that realm. I feel like of like the Fallout games and stuff.
This
like
game, Skyrim. I remember when this came out, it was so freaking sweet. This game is only $4 for Skyrim. This is another long game. Like you got this for $4.
Yep.
It would take you a while to beat it. This game is so freaking cool.
There are at least 2 different thrifts that I know of and a pawn shop combined like 12 copies of Skyrim just sitting there, waiting for someone to enjoy.
I remember getting this the day it came out, and I was just like, holy crap. And then I accidentally killed one of the people in the town. I couldn't go back to the town, so I had to restart. But Skyrim is phenomenal. And then the last game on our list, game 14 or 15 if you include the double pack.
And this is an RPG, and you guys know we don't talk about RPGs very often unless it's in a certain type of category. South Park.
South Park, the stick of truth.
Yeah.
We just thought this would be a fun one to throw on there because we love South Park, and it scratches that RPG-esque itch for $5.
Yeah.
This game is ridiculous, obviously, because it's South Park, but it's actually pretty good. It's a good game.
It's really good. This and Fractured Butthole is the sequel. They're both really good. Yes, there's that element, if you like South Park, you're going to like it more, so maybe you inflate a little bit, but I feel like the fundamentals and mechanics of these games are actually really solid.
It's actually shocking, because
Yeah.
I remember, like, I had looked at a South Park game on the PS1, and I was like, it's not really good, but it was still fun because it was South Park. But then when I played this, I was like, oh my god, like, it's actually a good game.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing. I expected it to be pretty shitty as well. I was going to play it anyways, but...
Damn, that's 14, 15 games for $98.65. That's insane.
Yeah.
What a freaking banging lineup. You got these games, you'd be set for a long time.
Yeah, the last one of these we did was on the PS2, and man, the PS2, the OG Xbox, and the 360 are just so cheap to collect for, and you find stuff for it all the time. And if you just want to be a frugal gamer, there's a lot of people who are going to see this video and haven't played through some of these games, but always wanted to, that are out there dropping $60 on a PS5 or a new Xbox game. It's like, or the other thing is, how many games, do you beat in a month? And so many people pay for Game Pass, and they pay for it, and then within a few months, you've chalked up at least $98, and you're never gonna get to the games anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's a push and pull. I think Game Pass is a really cool feature, but with as cheap as some of these games are, it's like, I might just fire up the 360.
Original hardware.
Yeah.
That's freaking great. Let's talk about this beer by Confluence.
Yep.
This is the Coffee and Cream Milk Stout Milkman. So one of their staple beers is just the Milk Stout Milkman.
Yeah.
Which is a really good milk stout. This is the coffee and cream edition, so they obviously added coffee and creamer to a milk stout. Milk, coffee, cream.
Yeah.
Goes together freaking great.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's pretty good. I like the time of day we're having it. It's really cold, and it's starting to be like stout season. We're on the front part of the day here, so coffee.
Yep.
The coffee notes are definitely hitting a spot. Isolating it just as like how quality of a stout is it? It's okay. It's like probably I would say like a 7 or 7.5 out of 10.
It's still pretty good. You get really good roasted taste from the coffee.
Yeah.
Not much. You get a little bit of the cream, but the cream isn't overpowering. So like even if you're like your coffee just straight black, you'd still probably enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering with that cream taste. You get a little bit of the Milkman. I get mostly coffee.
Yeah.
So it kind of tastes like a coffee stout. I enjoy this just because I like coffee.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's good. It's not.
It's not doing anything
It's
crazy.
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
They checked the box. Not a revolutionary stout by any means. I've had a ton of these. I do like the Milkman just because I like to say back in my day, it was the milkman that slept with everybody's wives. But gives me an opportunity
You want
to say
your milk
that.
pasteurized? Not splash.
Just in my boobs. I can splash it in my eyes. South Park Stick of Truth. That's actually not from that. It's from the show. But whatever. I don't know what's happening. $100 for an Xbox 360 collection that I think is pretty badass. In the comment section below, what games would you put on your list if you only had 100 George Washingtons in your pocket to build an Xbox 360 collection? We appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. There's a link to Patreon in the description
If you
below
want
as
to.
well.
If you want to.
If you
No
care
pressure.
to.
No
We'll be
pressure.
here. We'll be around regardless.
We ain't going anywhere.
All right. Gaming Off the Grid. Out of here.
Rolling.
My 5.0 with my rag top down so my hair can blow. Girlies don't stand by wait just to say hi. One of the oh, are you ready?